Tonight, it's the Indiana Pacers taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn begins the game with the basketball. Durant. No good. That's great defense. Oladipo into the front court. Gonna run the offense.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you, me and you.
The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Gets a look. Can't hit. On the Pacers come away with the steal. Victor Oladipo. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To the rim. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The feed stolen away.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Curling inside. Kevin Durant sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Nets have it. Durant. Kevin Durant. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Intentional foul. He meant it.
Maybe a message was being sent there. I'm just not too sure what it was.
Oladipo. To Turner. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Oladipo. Tough matchup against Durant. To Turner. Trying to cash in. Oh, Miles Turner. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Going to launch beyond the arc.
It's all right, it's all right, it's all right.
To Irving. Down to 5 on the 24. Durant. Tough shot. Well defended.
You gotta get it from that. I got this. Let's go.
Lobs it up. Throws it down. It's NBA action on EA Sports. Alongside the former Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. And Jay, I know this takes you back.
Ed, there's no better feeling this time of year than hearing sneakers squeak on the court. And seeing guys get a good lather while they're getting ready for battle.
It's that pregame feeling, and now it's the opening tip. Durant. And that's the start they wanted here on the road.
Execution is everything. I love the sharpness and precision they came out with in that first possession.
Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Nothing going here on that drive. Tough move in close quarters with the crossover to Irving. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
George, tough matchup against Durant. Gets a shot up, off the mark. Durant across the timeline. They lead it, 4-point game. For three, he made his first effort, but not that time. Durant, tough matchup against George. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Durant. He He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Kawhi Leonard able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Leonard. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
His timing was a tad bit off.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Durant. Kevin Durant. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
To Paul George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
To Jordan. Goes to the right side. Durant to Irving. Beyond the arc for 3. Scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's the DJ we all know and love.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Kawhi Leonard against KD. Beverly lets it fly from long range. It's good. That's the shot they wanted him to take.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide-open 3.
Durant. That's how you defend. Harkless to George. Fires the 3. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Irving to Durant. Fires the 3. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Leonard. Trying to cash in. Not today. Durant with the basketball up top. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Footer at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Nets have the lead. Good start to this one. After 1 quarter play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Probing the defense. 4-3. It's good.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Harkless to Leonard. Not that time.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Paul George. Screen coming. From long range, Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Irving with the basketball. It's 14-12. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Durant matched up with Paul George. Kyrie Irving. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Leonard. Message received. Well defended. KD with the rock. Going to launch beyond the arc. Ooh, he'll take that. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Durant. To Dinwiddie. Irving buries it on the catch and shoot. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. Among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Irving knocks it down. The defender has to get there next time.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Irving. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
2-second violation. Irving. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Shoot that, boy.
Irving. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Irving to Durant.
Come through.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. It'll stay Brooklyn basketball. Durant. And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
You good. Here we go. I got him.
George, defended by Kevin Durant. Paul George, he's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Durant is good. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
To Dinwiddie. Irving. Durant. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. To Jordan. Durant to Dinwiddie. Here's a chance from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Beverly into the front court. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. PG lets it fly. Wide open look, won't go.
Make the next.
Durant across the timeline. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. for three. That no good, off the mark.
His scoring is definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
Here comes the screen to George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knocks it down.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Kevin Durant has it. Beyond the arc for three. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Kevin Durant swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Sure you want to do this? Sure.
Irving to Durant.
Double. Got him. Trap. Got him. Double.
To Irving. Lets it fly from long range. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Leonard to Williams. Leonard to Paul George.
Close out.
That's no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Paul George. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Durant. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Leonard. Whoa! What a finish! Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Durant to Irving. Fires the three. Textbook defense. Points for Paul George.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Fires the three. Now that's a contest. George to Williams. Oh, he had him there for a second. Leonard. 4-3. It's good. Something tells me they'll give him that shot again.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting screens. Look at the way they're communicating to each other. They're actually hitting people on those screens, and they're coming off those screens with their hands in a target area, ready to shoot the basketball. When you play the game with that kind of precision and that kind of energy, you see why they're in the league.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Paul George to Leonard. From long range, and Kawhi Leonard, good on the quick release there.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Screen coming. Kawhi Leonard against KD. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Durant to Irving. Here comes the screen. Durant. Knocks down the three.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
I got him. Here we go. Hey, watch this screen left.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Knocks down the first. And he makes them both.
Pick up.
Irving. Can't get the bounce. And the Clippers able to clear the board. Third quarter comes to an end. It's been all net so far. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they could win this game by 50.
Textbook body control on the Euro step.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Screen coming. Fine to shoot. Durant. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Leonard to George. Here's a chance from long range. Won't go down.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Oh, cookie.
George to Leonard. George gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Durant. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Leonard. Paul George to Leonard. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
As a player, this doesn't always happen, but it's a beautiful thing when everybody is allowed to be on the same page. Scouting report is being executed. You're being efficient with your jump shooting. Your passes are crisp. You're listening to the coach on the sideline, and everything is working your way. You have to really appreciate these type of moments in the game of basketball.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Durant. The hot night continues. He's at 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
George. Smothering D. Kevin Durant with the rock. To Irving. Great pass to set it up. Irving. Beverly. Strick Beverly. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
And Jay, they call the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Irving. Buries it on the catch and shoot. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Irving, 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. Durant. I don't know. Jay, they have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
It's LA Clippers ball. Harkless, defended by Kevin Durant. For three, hits the trifecta.
I got to be real here. I think he was the only one expecting to shoot that shot. The crowd, the coaching staff, every other player on the court, and myself, all of our mouths are left wide open right now.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he buries it.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Driving right to the basket. Beyond the arc for three. Had made his first three, but that shot off the mark. Durant across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Shot no good there by Dinwiddie.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Leonard to Beverly. Here's Leonard for two. It's Irving with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.